Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude from Chicago. We are here for real people, the real creativity in real time. Fredlings never give up. I want you. And we are about to start the playoffs here. Not today's live stream, but our Super Mega Baseball series where we have Patreon members, YouTube subscribers, Twitch followers, Discord members, etc. can join our league, and we are down to the last final two streams. We have a doubleheader this morning, and then we'll have a doubleheader in the evening around 6 or 7. 6 or 7. So today we are going to be playing the finances as well as the Moshe engines here, and then later in the evening we'll be playing the Lakeshore Lasers. So I will make sure you guys know, if you join the Discord, you can figure out all that information down below and see if you want to join or not. Our pitcher today is going to be Jalen Robinson. He threw 116 pitches, 0, 7, and 3. He has been really locked in according to the stats there, and I hope he's locked in against the finances, which is Zach Daily Games' YouTube channel. One of our longtime well, now it's a long-time subscriber, right? Because we've been playing. We did a YouTube series back in 2022, if not before that. We were streaming together during COVID, so 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I got my breakfast applesauce. It's 10 a.m. here. Let's get this series on the roll. I got a lot of stuff to do today, and one of them is catch a dub against the finances. I'll tell you that. As long as he doesn't hit a home run, that's for sure. We're going to try not to throw the fastball right away. Jalen Robinson, like I said, is super locked in according to the stats. Getting another K here. I don't want him to have a bad day. He is our best pitcher, and we have used him in, like, as a closer, a slasher or reliever the last couple of days. Really, he was the closer. He got 3 pitches yesterday. Well, he actually got 10 total pitches, but I mean, you know, we play double headers every game. So Planard gonna scoop that up. I always mess up the first play of the game, but he caught that thankfully because I accidentally pressed 2. My fat fingers pressed 2 and 1, and they're gonna get their first hits. The finances right here. Good for them. Starting off, didn't go out 1, 2, 3 in the first inning.
The third baseman, number 42, Mango Cleverly.
Mango Cleverly. What a good name. I was thinking when I was eating this applesauce, it's just normal sugar applesauce, name brand, right? I was thinking I need to buy... Nice scoop, Sullivan. I was thinking I need to buy mango applesauce, and I was thinking I need to buy pear. Now I was thinking mango, but pear was what I was thinking when I was sitting there eating it. Musty Hendricks going deep into the gap. It will hit down in the gap. Perfect shot, Musty. Zach Daily Games picking that ball up there in center field, throwing it back on in. Just in the worst spot for them. Best spot for us. I forgot to change the batting order and the batting lineup. I always forget to do that. But I definitely want to do that before the next game because I want to at least have 3 games ran through the order that I want. And if it doesn't work, then I will just literally go back to this order and play that during the playoffs. But I definitely want to change it up. I really haven't changed it up. That was a good way to get that guy Musty moved to first base. But the playoffs, like I said, they're coming up really, really soon. So I definitely, nice sacrifice right there if Musty can run to first. There we go. GG's. But I was thinking the batting order will be like this. Chad Golden has a good power and contact. There's these guys that have special abilities. Oh, here's Zach Daily Games. Looks just like him. The guys that have special abilities, I think are what's his face? Screw Planard definitely has a power up. That's unfortunate for Zach. It's unfortunate for me because I don't know where to go in the camera angle. The camera was freaking out. Screw Planard has a power-up. So does Connor Carter as well. Connor Carter, I think what I'll do right now is I probably will put Cecilia, hole 1, Musty 2, screw Planard 3, and then I will put Connor Carter 4. That'll give them more at-bats, and it'll put the better batters first. I know Musty isn't great. Musty does get good contact on the ball, and he won't, like I said, he's only hit 3 or 4 home runs. Oh, what? Just in time, really. He's only hit 3 or 4 home runs, and I'm not really using him for that. I do use him for home runs every once in a while. I mean, I will never be upset if he... oh, somebody got a pulled hammy. So they're out. I don't know if you guys were able to read that. I couldn't read it. I wish they stayed up longer. Like, Jess McDonald needs to go way farther back in the order than number 5. Like, she has not been good. Like, as you clearly can tell right there. I also swung at a ball. See, look at, he is a first pitch slayer with 10 home runs and 32 RBIs on the season. Because he's in the 6 hole, sure. But his first pitch, he gets extra 10 power and contact on. Why would he not be starting off? Or, like, in the top 2? Because at least he can get on the base. Of course, proven wrong. And same thing with Dustin's Success. I think we're not going to swing. I want to see. Look at Dustin Success has 5 home runs, 22 RBIs. He does not have a lot of power, but he does have good contact on ball. He usually is pretty fast. Same thing with Sidney Roth. If they interswitch, which I usually do interswitch them now later in the season, I would want them to be like I wouldn't switch their order. I would like they're both catchers. They both have like the exact same batting stats in my opinion. They both get on the base. I think Sidney Roth has definitely a less ability to hit power, but Sidney Roth still can get on the base when needed. The catchers are very clutch. They know how to catch the ball and they know how to get like definitely when needed. Sometimes they're really bad, but you know we all have bad streaks. 90 feet. Schmidt, I always forget the girl's name, even though they say it every time she comes in bat. She's the 9 hitter, and I think she's gonna stay at the 9 hitter. We got our pitcher at the 8 hit, and the reason why we have our pitcher at the 8 hit is I think because I had him at the 9, and every time they came up, especially in a game that we were losing by a lot, especially the games we were losing by a lot, we lost that ability to bunt, and I think I might move him to 7 so that we could still bunt with them. No, I would still want him at 8 because if we get on the first, like, say we lose in the entire batting order, the first guy gets on, which is 7. 8 is going to be the pitcher. He can bunt, get him to second base, and then that would be out 1. And then 9 could hopefully get him in on a double. But that slow power, I don't think you're going to get it there in time. All right. That was on me. I pulled it up way too early. I was too worried. I looked down and made sure that I was pressing the 2 key. Instead of the, just remembering what it was. That is one of the problems with playing a little early in the morning. But I also I've been trying to do this in the morning because, given some opportunities to some of my European subscribers that haven't really had an opportunity for years really to watch me at a reasonable time. I mean, it's 4 p.m. on a Thursday. But still, I feel like I feel like you would at least have an opportunity to maybe get out there. Jalen Robinson really locked in though. I definitely want to keep his locked in mental. Faye Shint. She was a pitcher before. We changed her to a third baseman, but those are actually her batting stats. Well, they're actually the on base percentage is actually a little bit off. But our pitcher before did not actually do, or our pitcher before actually didn't do anything. So. See, now we're at the top of the order. I swing in at a ball. But Musty doesn't have any power-ups. I think the people with the power-ups should go first because then they get at least maybe one more at-bat. And going into playoffs, you never know when it's going to be your last at-bat. You never know when it's going to be your last inning. especially if you're on a hot streak or not. Zach Daly Game's making a nice play out there in center field. Running on a catch like a wide receiver.
The first baseman, number 2, Shard Golden.
Like I said, I'm going to have a very busy day today. I'm happy, though. Today is going to be the day that I actually buy shoes. Whoa, I don't really buy shoes very often. I buy shoes right before my shoes are going to completely explode. Honestly, I do not remember the last time I bought these shoes. I remember they were $45, I think, for name brand shoes, and that was like 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago. Yeah, they were name brand shoes, but these are about to fall apart, like literally. So my goal is to go there, buy a shoe that I like that's hopefully name brand. Maybe I'll go off name brand this time. I don't know. I'm at that point in my age that I don't care if it's name brand or not. But I do want a shoe that's good. So, because shoes are the one things you don't want to mess up with. You want a good gaming chair, because if you're going to play sitting on your computer all day, all night, you definitely want a good gaming chair. Also, I need a good microphone. I mean, this microphone's been working, but I keep leaning every time I play a stream, I lean forward. I lean forward when I'm streaming to get the microphone the best quality, but it's hard for me to get out of that. But you need a good gaming chair so your back doesn't blow out, and you need a good shoes. It's definitely, even if you're not a gamer, because you're going to be walking around for the rest of your life, right? You know, if you can, of course, if you're lucky enough to walk, have that ability. But if you're not, I mean, still, you need good shoes. I mean, even if you can't walk, you want to have a good wheelchair. If you can't walk, you want to have good crutches. If you can't, you want good quality stuff, because you don't want to be going back to the doctor. You don't want to be going to the doctor because of just being cheap and poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the one thing people don't understand. I guess the older that I get, the more you know. I'm only 27. Here's Zach Daily Games coming in the box. But the older you get, like, sure, you can buy junk food all the time. You could buy this, but then it's just going to ruin your health. And you're just going to feel like shit. And I mean, me feeling like shit for a very long time because of doing those exact things. Like, it was just not beneficial to my health at all. And I kind of cut that off twice in my life. And I've felt a lot better. One of those times is now. But I really do feel like, fast food is not cheap anymore. Fast food is expensive, and it is not good for you at all. And what are the negative benefits of fast food? You lose money because you're spending you could get the exact same food from the store, or two, you're then ruining your arteries, your health, your cholesterol, your blood sugar, your this and that off of garbage food that's not really too healthy for you. Now, you can go to the store and you can get the exact same things, and you'll save money and it'll feel better, but you do have to do more effort. There is more effort. I'm not saying that you don't have to, like I said, I'm not like skinny over here, you know what I'm saying? But, you can get a single cheeseburger from McDonald's for $4 here in Chicago, almost $5 for a single double cheeseburger. Almost $4 or $5. While you can go to Walmart, and this is where you have to think about the brain, or you can go to any of the other stores. I mean, it doesn't have to be Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens. I really wouldn't trust it with CVS or Walgreens. Let me take that back. I don't even think they sell meats. I take that back. Sorry. But, any place that sells meat, you can get yourself hamburgers for, in a big quality pack. Say it's let's say I don't know what the deal is off the top of my head. You can go to Walmart and you can get 10 hamburgers for like $20. That's what, $2 a hamburger? So you're almost halfway on that McDonald's hamburger of costing $4, right? But you can get a pack of buns for, I don't know, $4. So now you're at the exact same thing. So you get 8 hamburger buns. You will have extra, you'll have 2 extra hamburgers that you will have to figure out what to do with, I guess. And then you just need a grill or a frying pan or a oven or whatever. And you guys go, I don't have a grill. You could literally, I never realized this until I was older, like maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. My dad told me that you could just literally fry a time. I wanted to switch him out because I think we're going to pull him, but we'll keep him in. If the game wants him in, we're going to keep him in. I batter. But my dad was telling me you could just grill a hamburger. You could just bake a hamburger. And now, here's the different thing between that. Nothing. There really isn't anything. There's a little bit of a taste difference. It tastes different when you bake it. Frying it on a pan tastes different. Grilling, I think, is still the best, obviously. But even if you don't have a grill, you could do it those ways. And you could literally, like I said, you'll probably spend more money initially, sure. Oh, just on top of the wall. I think that was actually glitched out. I think that really glitched out. That should have probably been a fair ball. I think it hit, like, the top of the thing, but the game couldn't register. I'm going to look at my screen real quick. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was there, but it looked like it kind of glitched. Actually glitched out. Zach Day, the game's going to make a nice play. He really couldn't make a play on the last one. He just wasn't there. If he was there, I'm sure he could have caught that. They're just all going to him right now. Oh my god, just imagine if you were in baseball, you're like that. But still, okay, like where were we at? It was $20 for 10 hamburgers. You spent $20. You get 10 hamburgers. You spent $4 on buns, which is 8. If that, maybe it's cheaper. So you're down $24, but you have enough to eat 8 hamburgers on a bun, 2 extra for... let's do the math real quick. I'm going to do the math just overall. So it's $24 divided by 10. Is that the correction? It's $2.40 a hamburger. Obviously, you know, 2 of those hamburgers are going to be, you know, bunless. You could use, you know, normal white bread, which I've definitely done a few times in my life, quite a lot of times. But still, you could save more money. It's a little bit more healthier than blah, blah, blah. And you'll say, well, Walmart burger isn't really healthier than McDonald's. I would beg to disagree. Walmart hamburgers lack seasoning. They lack, they not only lack seasoning, but they lack a few things, but it wouldn't be because you might not like them because they don't have a ton of seasoning. Oh, Zach was right there, too. I think that was their new pitcher, too. Could be wrong. Just ways to think about it. If you don't like hamburgers, you can get frozen chicken. If you don't like frozen, you know. No, they're switching their pitcher now. They must have pinch hit somebody else. First pitch, Slayer. They never give him a strike. Like, sure, that was a strike, according to the game, but I don't think it was. All right, Drew Plenard. He's really locked in still, right? His stats are... No, he's on fire. Look at the bottom left. Mojo, on fire. Good thing we didn't pull him out. But, yeah, just things like that. You can get frozen chicken and do the exact same thing and make it... If you're like Claude, doesn't have a ton of seasoning, there's a bunch of good burger seasoning that you can buy. If not, people always forget the lack of you seasoning your own food. Why did you just stop going for it? He's still on fire. But I think I might pull him here. If he lets up a run, I think I might pull him. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't want him to lose his mojo, because his mojo is really important to this later. Gotta take the out at 1. They take the out at 1!
The first baseman, number 10.
Gosh, the guy that made WASD was not thinking logically. He thought he could hit more things with his pinky, but he ruined an entire generation. ESDF will always be superior. But, like, come on, bro. You naturally hand sit there. But I mean, like I said, you could do that with a whole bunch of different things. Frozen chicken sandwiches, you could do that. Like, I mean, just with the chicken and make your own sandwiches. You can buy food. It's just cheaper and it is better for you overall. All right, I think we will finish this inning and we will put the closer in. But, you know, you want to worry about your health. You want to worry about things. This all comes back to that shoe conversation. You want to get good shoes. Good back support. Good whatever you can need if you need that. Ow! Speaking of back support. Time. Substitute Jalen Robinson. You had a phenomenal day. Phenomenal power. Phenomenal everything. But we need ourselves some... We need our pitcher coming in. We got Grips, which is her... Well, technically it was another person, but she's her first game here. Look at her mental ability is down. Same thing with Yellington down. But Yellington's new. She just played yesterday. And London Rose, she's down as well. I guess we're going to put Enriquez in. I don't like Enriquez's playing style. Maybe we'll put Duncan in. Duncan's not great.
Now batting, Nathaniel Duncan.
Nathaniel Duncan. I don't know why I always call him Nathan. He has that's a good... That's going in the gap. What a play by Rogers! Diving out in left field to nab that ball.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 21, Fei Shin.
Fei Shin did get a home run on our last hit. All right, we're going to steal here. Steal, 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 steal. Oh, my God. If that wasn't a bad throw, we would have definitely been called out. Holy heck. We got him from first to third.
The left fielder, number 51, Musty Hendricks.
All right, Musty. Let's get one more hit. One more hit. One more hit. We get another RBI for you. Get another bat on your contact, or another... Probably another contract if you get that. And he does. Musty Hendrick adding another RBI to his resume. Like, Chard Golden's 9 home runs, 26 RBIs. He's not bad. He has a bunch of good stats. So maybe he'll stay in the same spot. He just isn't really producing as much as you would think he would. He's a lefty, too, so... Welcome, Sith Lord. Thank you so much for coming out to the live stream this morning. We're beating Zach Daily Games' finances. We're just kind of speeding these along here. We went on a huge rant of saving money. But just to close that rant for people that were still here from that, doesn't mean that you can never get fast food. It doesn't mean you can never get this. It's just eating with the quantity and the quality in mind and how often you want to do it, etc. The one thing that you learn is money is thing that take forever to get, and it's easy to lose. So you really have to pay attention. But yeah. Alright, bases are loaded. Jess McDonald coming up to the plate. I don't think she's done anything today. And she's going to fly out. Did you make it to work yesterday? Well, thank you for remembering. I actually did make it to work. I made it to work. Oh God, I'm gonna rant to you, Sith, while we're sitting here. Zach Daily Games back up at the plate. I think he got struck out all 2 times so far, and now he's gonna fly out. I made it to work. I was actually a little bit late by like 6 or 7 minutes, but I did make it to work. You know what was the problem is? I was taking side streets, and the Chicago traffic did what Chicago traffic does. I've never seen this happen before in person. I've heard it happen many times. So I was driving the side streets to get to work like a reasonable person because the radio said that there was an accident on the Dan Ryan. So I was being a reasonable person taking the side streets, and the streets were apparently blocked or slowed down so much that people decided to go from the right lane, go down the off-ramp, so reversing backwards, you know, the one way to get onto the ramp for the expressway. They were going down that. And not only that, they thought they had the privilege, and not only that, they thought they had the privilege and the freaking priority to go down the ramp, but only to blow the red lights. Jalen Robinson is the third player of the game, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, an earned run, and 6 Ks. But they thought they could go down the ramp, like literally down the ramp that people go up on. And they nearly caused so many accidents there. And there was hundreds of people. It took me 15 minutes to go from a one cycle light because people were going through. It was infuriating. It was so frustrating. And I'm not sure where the police were, honestly. I was thinking about calling the police. That's how livid I was. Like, going down the off ramp. And you know why I'm livid? You know why I'm livid? It's not because they were breaking the law and they almost hit a bunch of people. This is a collective group of people going down the off ramp. You guys were stupid enough to think that you are privileged enough to go down the off ramp, which is the wrong direction. There was not that long ago here in Chicagoland area that they were doing this because of the exact same reason, and they killed, I believe, a police officer, and they killed a person because the people were getting on the ramp thinking they were going to get on the expressway. People decided to go off the ramp, and they cracked into each other, and 2 people got hurt, or 3 people got hurt in different cars. Isn't that ridiculous? Like, imagine you getting onto the ramp, and the next thing you know, there's a guy flying off the ramp because he couldn't wait in traffic a little longer. Like, bro, if you're on the expressways, you have to take the ability that you know there might be an accident, there might be something, and you might have to sit in the car. You do not have the privilege to come off. And that happened within the last year. In 2025, that happened here in the Chicagoland. So that's why I'm so livid about it, and that's why it's fresh in my mind. Because I remember hearing about it. I'm like, bro. I literally just drove because I remember I drove by it. And I'm like, why is this all blocked off? I was like, why is this all blocked off? I drove by it and I'm like, and then I heard on the radio. It was like, police officer and somebody else in critical condition. And then I think the police officer and the person died. Not the driver, of course. But okay. I'm gonna digress. Let's get back to the video game. I'll read your comments right after this. 16 simulated games to go through. The Truckers versus the Lightning. Truckers win. The Lakeshore Lasers take a win over the Moshe Engines, who were about to play. Fort Triton, unfortunately, don't look at the box score, but loses to the Abbey City Foxes. The Legies take a win over the Cyclones. The Metals and the Mines go battle back and forth, but the Metals keep the win once they have the lead. Final Act choke to the Fort Triton after trying to give them a message. Royal Tap come back and beat the Finances. The Tap beat the Sharks 6-0. Luigi's take a 5-2 win over the Finances. The Tap take a 5-3 win over Yeet City. The Lasers take a 4-2 win over the Finances, getting to the 12th on the year. The Truckers take another win against the Lightning. The Moshe Engines take a 2-1 win in the 8th inning against the Cyclones. The Sharks take a 3-2 win over the Foxes in the 9th inning. There was a game there that somebody won. The Metal Pedals taking a win, and that is where we are at after halfway. Our next game is against the Engines. Let's get this bad boy rolling. Club of Chicago starting. Hold on, before I forget, I want to change the batting order, and I need to read some comments. So Musty Hendricks going to go second in the lineup. Char Golan's going to go there. I'm going to put the center fielder. Wait, why is just McDonald's in the game? Connor Carter needs to go in the game. And he needs to bat 1. He's really good. So go. Connor Carter, batting order needs to go 1. Confirm. Musty Hendricks, we're going to leave there. Who was the other person? Screw Planard. I want to change him. I want to put him in the second order. Come on. Why doesn't it save? Confirm. Connor Carter, Screw Planard. I think they both have power-ups. And then we will go Chard. Go. No. Connor Carter needs to go. No. I know what's going on. Hold on. Click. Connor Carter needs to go 4. He's the 4 hitter. Confirm. Scrubble and Argo's 1. Hendricks 2. Golden 3. Carter 4. Reyna 5. Sullivan. Oh, Dustin Success. I want to move him up. So if Connor Carter strikes out, then he goes there. Reyna. He's been decent. The bottom end from 7, 8, 9 is just bleh. I mean, it's okay. It's not great. But it is what it is. We're all the way in the UK this one, mates. I thought Florida had bad drivers, but hearing that, damn, I was expecting Fort Triton to have been in the lead for the majority of this season. I think everyone in our Discord, Sith Lord, thought their team was going to win the entire season.
At Big Sky Ballpark. Golly, this is a super duper occasion.
Especially Liam, especially Abby, especially Ethan. They all thought that they were going to do really, really good. Liam even had 2 teams. Did you see the plane taking off? Oh my god, this UK stadium is kind of lit. I picked this one specifically because it has the triangle lights. And I remember the 2012 Olympics had the triangle lights. You see him up at the top right? So that's why I picked this. And I actually like this. I like the plane going off in the background. I guess this is right next to the airport. And it says it says channel. I don't know if that's like TV channel or British channel. 24, only the best baseball fails channel on now on. That's what it says. The average says the best baseball fails. Come on, bro. Connor Carter. This is why he's on our team. He didn't even play the last game. He should have. Look at that. Smack that. Smack that. Oh, what the floor. Smack that. None at the bow. Maybe that's his song. Connor Carter, man. He just knows what's doing. That's why he's in the 4 hole. Dustin Success isn't really not doing too well, but that was a ball, Blue. Oh, that was so close to being fair, and that would have been so bad because I think he would have caught that.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 12,
But Dustin is a lefty, I just realized. I think Sydney's a lefty as well. Picked up a lot of lefties recently. I want to get the lefties rolling. I feel like we just had so many righties on our team that it felt like there was none. Now we're going to have so many, including pitching. I think all our pitchers except for one was a lefty at the beginning of the season. Now we got, I think, almost half of them are lefties. Maybe just under. I never expecting to be the GOAT of the Bastion City, which makes me happy, but the 15-0 loss against the Foxes, I'm eating them. Yeah. I mean, you can actually eat a fox. I don't think the fox can eat that Fort Triton. You know, speaking of, what a play there by Hendricks. Just going out there and getting it. It was kind of close. Wasn't really super. Oh, Moshe! It's Moshe! It's Moshe! It's Moshe! Meep Moshe is in the game. What was I saying? So, this is what I was thinking. I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to commit. But I will, I guess I'll say it out loud with at least Sith Lords here. I was thinking, I just want to see how it turns out. Whatever the best Bastion team wins, or the best Bastion team, or the team that makes it the farthest, I was thinking of making that minor league stadium that we're building in the Bastion realm. I was thinking of making it that, if that makes any sense. For example, I was thinking it was going to be the City Bombshells for a couple days now. But, I mean, we're building a baseball stadium. I want to, like, make it so that It could be the Foxes, the Sharks, the Triton, or Yeet City. Maybe we should do Yeet City because nobody owns it and nobody would be upset about it. But I feel like Cripps and Abby would not be hurt either if they didn't get it. But it would be cool to have a baseball stadium. Maybe we'll do it after whoever's the best team is. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Nothing guaranteed yet, Sith. Habibi turns it over to Carter. And Acord making the catch there for a 4-6-3 double play. I believe that's 4-6-3. It's been a while since I scored a baseball game. A while. It's been about a year. It's Bastion City. Yeah, well, no, the team's still called Yeet City. You know, like how people are freaking out about the Bears, if they move to Indiana, that they're going to be called the Indiana Bears. I think people from Chicago sometimes don't have the biggest brain IQ in terms of sports, because if they moved to Indiana, they would still be called the Chicago Bears. Speaking of, the Dallas Cowboys play in Arlington. The New York Giants and New York Jets play in New Jersey. The Buffalo Bills play in, can't remember where they play. They don't play in Buffalo. So, same thing with Kansas City. Well, I guess the Kansas City Chiefs are actually playing in Kansas City now? Or no, they were in Kansas City, but they're going to go play somewhere else. But, you know, like, that's what the same thing with Yeet City. Just because the damn city changed the name doesn't mean the team changed its name. So, I was thinking Carolina Panthers play in Carolina S. Yeah, see? That's why I was thinking it could be... I don't think Abby or the Sharks would be upset, but I was thinking the Yeet City Bombshells for sure were going to be one. But like I said, we'll figure that out when we get there. We'll figure out how the season goes. And it's my own team. Oh my god, that could have been out if Habibi got his hand down on that. I'm liking this new batting order, though. I'm telling you that. I'm liking this new batting order. Except for that, it's going to be an out. Habibi scoop. Score. But coming up are our big hitters. Connor Carter. Give him another ball. Give Connor another ball. Come on. Come on, give Connor another ball. Give Connor another ball. Give him a ball. Carter going to the second roof. And Old England. Oh my god, the camera guy running down the baseline. I remember doing that. Oh, brings back the memories. Claude, you literally did that last summer. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're acting like you're, like, old. You know, that's what I was thinking about, too. Like I said, I cover pro baseball, and I'm a director, TV producer, right? But sometimes I'll go down there if the higher producer says, we want you on the camera, let somebody else learn. There's a few other producers and camera people, right? So I understand. Like, you know, they want to learn. I also don't want to just produce and direct every single game. So I go do camera every once in a while. And when I'm on the home base dugout, even on the away dugout, it's harder to do on the away dugout, but on a home dugout, right when they hit a home run, I take the camera right off the tripod. Look, there goes the plane. I take the camera right off the tripod, and I jump. Like, I don't jump over the wall. I'm not that young. I'm like 27. I'm going to be 28 when the season starts. But I go down. Go down into the dugout, come out of the dugout, run to the third base side, and I take the camera, and I run down the baseline once that guy runs from the home run. Runs down from third base all the way down home. Then I follow him into the dugout. Because the team that I play for, the two teams that I work for, their home dugout is on the third base side. And if you're on the visiting team, and people get mad at me because they're like, Claude, they're not our team, blah, blah, blah. I don't care who's playing the game. It could be literally a high school team. It could be another pro team. I don't care. But if they hit a home run, I'm going out there, and I am going to get it for the video board, and I'm going to get it for the broadcast. But even if it's a visiting team, like they're on the first base side and they hit a home run, what I would do is, that was a big choke, but yeah, especially with the bases loaded, I would just run. If it was first base and they got a home run, that team, I would just run up to the home plate, stand there with the camera, and then follow them back in the dugout. It's actually not as hard doing it at first base if it is the visiting team that is on that first base side, but it is very cool. It's a different shot. Most people are lazy enough to get out there, and other people do not have the other companies do not have the capability because they don't have wireless cameras. We have technically wireless cameras. They're plugged in, wired. They are SDI corded, but if you are it is up through like a wireless system. I don't know how to explain it. It's still wired and wireless. It's both, technically. But most people don't have that, so you can't just like run out the well and just go do it. I have an idea for the next movie night. H.G. Wells' book adaptation. The only problem no one in Yeet City isn't. The only problem no Yeet City isn't anymore. It's Bastion City. The Carolina Panthers. They played in Carolinas. I bought the bomb. What? Also, just about to fire that one player. Home run. So you work on TV. You were the second person that I play with that's on live TV. Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's like TV per se. It isn't broadcast television, but it is like streaming / private network server. It's kind of like both. It's not like television where millions of people see. It's like a local, I guess, but it's not really like TV anymore. It's like more streaming, but stuff like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. But that's why I like to play baseball, especially working with the teams. It just like, this is Connor Carter. Let's go for a third home run, man. This guy has been phenomenal. And I like this new batting order for real. Does he have blue sideburns? Do you see that? Yeah, he does have blue sideburns. Maybe that's a glitch. The only times he's got out was a strikeout, a flyout, and a strikeout. Especially with him being that good, you can kind of remember where it was.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 12, Devon Reyna.
Oh, that was so... the glitch. Did you see the glitch? I'm not freaking out. There was definitely a glitch there. You know what I want to do today? I want to drive all the way down south, and I want to go get a hot dog from Costco, Sam's Club, or whatever. Those big hot dogs for like $1.50, $2. It would be completely not worth it, but I definitely want to get that. Claude, you just had a rant about eating healthy and not wasting money. Okay, $1 hot dog is cheaper than buying a $4 hamburger. Okay. I need to get gas, too. Moshe got a hit, though. We're at 45 pitches. We're doing pretty decent. Snowboard addiction. What did that say? Snowboard addiction treatment. Local airlines. Get miles higher. Take me higher. I bought the bombshells, and I know the live stream site you're possibly talking about because my sister was a college volleyball player. Well, congratulations to her. Yeah. And my mom would put her on live stream. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know definitely what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like that. It's pretty much like that, but they're pro teams over here. Probably could have went for the double play, but we only need... Well, it wasn't a double play needed. I thought it was. But always take that out at first base if you ever play. Just guaranteed out. That's what they always tell you. Even if you're losing, it's better to get a guaranteed out than force yourself to do something stupid. Ooh, right in the gap. Make tacos. Oh, I should make tacos. That's low-key a good idea. Tacos are always... I love tacos. I could eat tacos every day of my life. And that's the one thing I want to rant about too after Shint hits a home run. Is tacos are relatively cheap, but they charge a lot for them at the stores. I think I've ranted about that too many times. But, you know, I'm a big fan of steak tacos. I like beef tacos. I like chicken tacos. If I wasn't every time I eat fish, I feel like I'm allergic. Musty. Wow, we haven't got hit in. That's like our 4th time getting hit this season, and we got hit in back-to-back games. Home run. Oh, that's a double. That's a double. That's a double. Charge's not that fast. Charge's not that fast. But he got there. Connor Carter, 2 home runs of the game. He should have had 3, but he swung in a bad ball. Come on. Come on, Carter. 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 Go, 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 go. That was stupid. He just got tagged out. Oh, I was not thinking on that. I was not thinking on that. I'm sorry. Connor Carter with a double there at least. Not a home run. And if those guys didn't steal off that wild pitch, which was bad game IQ by me. Could have got more to 11. It could be 11-0. But it's okay.
Number 44, Dustin, success.
Good job, Carter. I make ground beef tacos extra spicy. Dude, ground beef tacos is awesome because you can make, like, that's what I'm talking about. Ground beef. Beef tacos are like, you can make them spicy, you can make them mild, you can make them whatever. And then if you use the salsa or the spices to, like, spice it up, like the hot sauce, oh my gosh. Or you can make the seasoning just hot. And beef tacos are, like, the perfect kind of taco to do whatever you want with. Like, that's the great thing. And I personally like cilantro and onions. I know people don't like cilantro and onions. That is... Oh, just got in! Our stamina is really good, so I'm gonna keep myself in the game. But I like cilantro and onions. That's my go-to. I don't like the big Mexican thing. I am technically Mexican, so shout out. But I do like those on there. Now, I do like every once in a while. I like the cheese, the cheese, the lettuce, the tomato. But I prefer those on crunchy tacos, if that makes any sense. And I guess I will say this is how I like the tortillas too. If I'm eating steak tacos or chicken tacos, I would prefer them on corn tortillas. With cilantro and onion. Now, I've been cutting weight. I'm trying to cut weight. So I'll only have 1 corn tortilla, but if ideally you would have 2. But that's an extra 50 calories you don't need, so I just cut that out. But I would have it on corn tortilla. Now, flour tortilla. Flour tortillas I use for beef, and I use it on beef, and I use it on sometimes steak, but it's most of the time beef. But preferably, if I have beef tacos, I would like to have them on the crunchy tacos. But what is your thoughts on that, Sith Lord? What are your opinions on the crunchy, soft, etc.? Like, it's healthy, easy meal prep for the week. Honestly, dude, you could just make a whole bunch of taco meat, throw it in a bowl, put a date on it, and say, I'll eat this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know? At lunch. I don't know. And there you go. Boom. Done. That's the best way to say it. I make ground beef tacos extra spiky. And I'm a cheese and meat person, no veggies. Okay. I count this sort of shell corn tortilla as my veggie. That's true. Soft, not sort of. I count soft shell as my veggie. I need to gain weight. I'm severely underweight. See? Everyone's different, you know. If you're eating corn... I mean, a flour tortilla and 2 corn tortillas are exactly the same in terms of calories. Flour tortilla is about 100, and a corn tortilla is 50, but you usually with corn tortillas put 2 of them on. Motion in the plate. We're at the 6-7 inning. We're at 65 pitches. We're doing really good in terms of stamina. I might keep Claude from Chicago in depending on what goes on. He did let up a home run, so he probably won't get player of the game. I don't think he got a lot of strikeouts, though. I think there was a lot of play balls for the fielders to make some choices. Let's throw a ball, like, really outside. Every time I see her name, it's called Shint. Her name is Shint. Oh, he caught that ball off the bounce. I heard it. I don't think if it was real life, it would be very rare for that guy to do that. I don't think he would have went that far. And crunchy's the bomb for the taste, and you get them hot. Correct. So crunchy tacos are really good, man. Like I said, I don't usually put steak on it. I mean, I don't think I've ever have. Let's put it that way, unless it was from Taco Bell. But Taco Bell doesn't have actually, you know, whatever. But that's the one place I won't eat out. I had a whole rant before you even got in about fast food and how being expensive, and if you're trying to save weight and you're trying to save money and save weight. Here's Connor Carter again. Connor Carter. He's like a cheat code, man. He was on our bench all year. Imagine if he was out the entire year. Like, imagine. He only played like the last 10. He has 6 home runs, 12 RBIs. Imagine if he was...
Catcher, number 44, Dustin Success.
Like, just imagine. Selfie snowboard. Sled dog replacement and service. Oh, what cheese? Thought I preferred shredded. Shredding my own. Never. Sorry, I'm having the hiccups. I would say the cheese that I like to use, it really does depend on what we actually have in the house. But I prefer Mexican cheese. If not, then I would use, like, mozzarella cheese, which is really rare if we don't have Mexican cheese. And then,
Now batting, the pitcher, number 12.
But those are the ones that I would normally go to. But like I said, mozzarella is not really the one for going.
Now batting.
If not, like, but I don't really, like, I do eat it, don't get me wrong, I do eat it, but I don't eat it, like, that much, like, every time. If I had it every meal, I would make sure I would have Mexican cheese, for sure.
Number 11, Screw Lennar.
With this new batting order, I'm getting confused on where people are batting at, because I've been so used to them batting in the same spot all year. All right, Musty, let's get another home run. I don't think you got a home run today. Let's get you one. Oh, that would have been perfect down the line.
Now batting. Now pitching. Case Sheffer.
Oh, what a catch there by Hunter, just right on the top. I made a hybrid New York... sorry, I don't know why I said New York. I really don't know why I said New York. I made a hybrid North Carolina barbecue pork shoulder used in North Carolina barbecue and North Carolina treat. Apple cider vinegar based sauce and cheddar cheese on a flour tortilla. Crips. Why am I even? I'm like cooked right now, bro. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what excuses Sith Lord says. I don't think I've ever had that combo. I don't think I've ever had that combo. Not a big fan of pork. But you know what will be happening? I guess it's not happening today. My dad bought a beef, what's it called, from a cow, and he's going to smoke it in the grill outside. But he ain't going to do it today because it's freezing out. So he needs it also to unfreeze because we had it and it like refroze because of the freaking cold. But I will say this. The South, the best American part, I would say American staple would be like hamburgers and hot dogs. Everyone knows it around the world, sure. But I would say the most American thing that you would know is smoking food. You can smoke beef, you can smoke pork, you can smoke chicken, you can smoke lamb, you can smoke alligator, you can smoke anything that you want. And you get that nice chard outside, you can get anything. The player of the game was nonetheless Connor Carter, who went 3 home runs, a double, 8 RBIs in 3 runs, all brought in by himself, his runs. I mean, he would have had another one. He just struck out on a real high ball because he was getting real juiced. But Connor Carter, this batting order, this batting lineup has been phenomenal. Well, North Carolina barbecue is entirely pork-based. They have 2 styles, the whole hog and apple cider vinegar crushed on. And Lexington style, just a Polish shoulder and sauce. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you would say, like, that, what is the actual American thing? I mean, hot dog and hamburgers are definitely American, and that is probably the staple. But if you went outside of, like, I want to get something a little bit more nicer, I want to get something a little bit more expensive, barbecue. American barbecue. You got all kinds of barbecue. You got North Carolina, you have Texas, you have Louisiana, you have Alabama, you have Florida, you have every state you can say has one. And then everyone's going to say, Missouri, you didn't say about Missouri, you didn't say about Chicago. Like, bruh, do you want me to list off all 60 states? Claude, there's only 50 states. The Mines take a 6-1 win over the Finances. The Meadows take a 1 win over the Luigi's. The City takes a 2-1 win over the Truckers. The Foxes take down the Sharks 9-3. Fort Triton just loses to the Lightning 6-2. Royal Tap take a 6-2 win. I'm actually going to post this in chat, and I wanted to say thank you so much, Sith Lord, for posting the image into the Discord yesterday. I don't know why I didn't think. I thought I did it, but apparently I did not. You know what I probably did was I probably got off, and then I had to make a phone call like right away, and then I just forgot to post it. I have it saved. Here in the same spot I saved it, but I will post that into the Discord now. I'll post it in the Discord now before I forget. CFC League. So I do greatly appreciate that. Oh my God, that's a nice picture. I'll have to read that in a second. Go after games 29 and 30. Sith Lord posted a picture in our Discord, which you can join in the link tree down below. Hey, as the surprising GOAT my team has. Hey, as surprisingly GOAT my team has been, I have to boost their achievements for being small. Like when your mascot is a dinosaur crocodile, sadly you cannot say alligator cuter since significantly speaking gators can't sweat salt unlike crocodiles. We got to be on top. Perfect. That's what he typed in Discord the other day. Okay. Hot dogs are pork based too, never beef. Light people legit look at you weird. You wanting a brown hot dog instead of a red. Thank goodness hamburgers are beef based. Yeah, shout out. All right, let's take a look at this at the end of the stream. The Fredlings are 21-9. The Luigis are 19-12. The Bastion City Fort Triton is 17-14. The Bastion City Sharks are 15-16. The Money Division medals are 19-12, and the Engines are 16-15. Trucking Division Royal Taps are 20-11 and 2011. And Final Act is 17-14. So, thank you so much, Sith Lord, for coming out to this early stream. Later tonight, we'll have a doubleheader against the Lakeshore Lasers around roughly 6 or 7? 6 or 7? So, we'll be back around that time. For you, it would be 7 or 8. Unfortunately, not the same thing. I will give you guys a heads up once I know a little bit more. I want to give a special thank you to the Patreons and the merchandise holders. Got to give the shout out. Now, every day that I'm doing with it, now that I'm getting back in a routine of doing, the things, I'm just so used to pushing the advertisements because they pay for that spot. So thank you so much, Sith Lord, for coming out. Sith Lord thought the same thing. 2011, isn't it crazy? It's been already 15 years ago since 2011. We were all supposed to die in 2012. We're still here though. I said the same thing about 2011. So yes, I will be on later tonight. So I will do that, and maybe we'll play some Fort after. Maybe we'll play some Fort Triton after. I don't know, Fortnite. But I will be on around 6 or 7. I will give everyone a heads up about what time it is a little bit later. So let's say about 3 o'clock-ish. I gotta go to the store. I gotta go buy some shoes. I got a lot of emails to do. Got some writing to do. Got some other stuff to do. Love you guys. Thank you so much, Sith Lord. I will talk to you guys soon. And I am Claude from Chicago. And remember, a real friendly makes their own luck. Bye.